This is Nostrafini, and I'm reporting yesterday's post. That's how I do it. I read yesterday's post over yesterday, and then I present it to you the day after. So I'm always running a little behind. What can I do? I'm not a speed reader. Anyway, this is what's happening in the world. Pinch 400 lobsters, $400,000 or something in that direction. More of the money was pinched by lobster thieves and when it was coming out from Massachusetts and the states that go near the ocean. I was going to a lot of restaurants, and that money went to God knows who, the black market of lobsters. Now, this is a terrible thing. You have your lobster, you get it out of the ocean, you violate the aquatic situation there, and then you send it downtown so I can have some lobster. And I love the lobster, I do. I haven't had lobster in a long time. Haven't been in all you can eat, believe it or not, for a while. That's where I get my lobster. I don't get my lobster at your fancy restaurants where it's $100 a lobster or more. Who knows what it is nowadays? I'm not privy to that. I've been living in poverty too long. But let me tell you something. You criminals better stop stealing the lobster. I don't know how you found out where the lobster was going. You shouldn't do this. Don's given to my Donnie. I got I pray to him every day. I pray that he doesn't blow up the world or he doesn't get blown up himself. It could go either way. Donnie said that he's going to visit the Ukraine for peace talks. Right now, it's Yalta or Mar-a-Lago where the peace talks are going on, but he's going to go to Ukraine, putting himself in danger because Putin might go, oh, I will blow him up as he blows up everybody. Putin's a pretty bloodthirsty guy. Or cold-blooded. I don't know which. Is he emotional about the thing, or is he cold and calculating? I think he's both. I think he's a little bipolar. Anyway, Putin might blow him up, and that would cause atomic war, or a letter of thanks from Nancy Pelosi. You don't like my Trumpy. And neither does Bernie Sanders. He wants to, he keep on calling him a fascist and a Nazi. What? Somebody's coming up to visit me. I gotta go now, I think. Oh, well, there might be Meals on Wheels. We're gonna see. Is that my people? No. Oh, okay. Who's the drug testing for boxers? Now, I like horses, but I like romance too. You see, we have to give up our horses in the park, maybe robot horses or guys who have rickshaws. It's true, because the horses have been abused for years. In the weather, it's 90 degrees out, they want the horses to go out. Now, apparently, horse drivers have more rights than I thought. They could deny the horses from the city from examining the horses to see if they're drugged up, or they're on painkillers, or they're abused. What the hell is going on here? Those horses should be, taken care of. And when it's 90-degree weather, they shouldn't go out there. What the hell? Who's going out to get a romantic ride in 90-degree weather? What kind of psychopaths? Let's do a DNA experiment on their brains to see if they're well. You're going out in 90. There's no romantic. What kind of woman demands her boyfriend or husband take her out in 90-degree weather or more with a horsey that faints? I think people are crazy. I don't know. I'll share my meds with them. I'll tell you that much. What's this? And man, team, my who? My post? My rest? Oh, this commie broad, right? She don't like the cops. Because she's a claiming that the cops killed a lot of black people, which they don't. They're not winding up black people and shooting them. Black people are doing crime, and when they do crime, there's shootouts. It's black people who are killing black people on a scale unbelievable. And then they said, well, Nostra. Well, that's my little time. You didn't say. Um, why don't you take the guns away from them? And even the coming out of state. Well, that's no good. First off, the laws against people who are running around with guns wouldn't be get draconian. You get rehab. Well, don't use that gun. Secondly, there's something called a knife. I don't want skilled knife fighters around. And what are we going to do? Oh, well, I'll cut early. Pretty soon we won't have knives, we won't have guns. And then these criminals who are fairly good fighters, they probably are good with their hands. They'll beat you up, beat you to death, and come in groups. So they're not exactly the fairest fighters in the world. Therefore, we're going to do one on one. Unless they're one on one, a lot bigger, a lot more skilled than the person that they attack. See, I think we should have vigilantism in the city. Arm the, they're a little getting old in the tooth. The guardian angels, boom, boom, boom. Clear out the whole cesspool of criminality in the city. Curtis can still work it. He's an old man, like myself. We were young at the same time, Me and Curtis. Curtis is a little older than me, not that by much. I could ask my girl, more of a girl in the clouds, but we're about roughly the same age, roughly. I think I look a little younger. I do. But I might be deluded. Uh, let's see. Cambodia at war with Thailand. I didn't even know they could do this. The communists killed about 6 million Cambodians, 3 million of them. And Thailand is a tourist attraction. I didn't know what they were at war, and apparently they have a border war going on there. And that's not just a few guys shooting at each other in the jungles. We're talking airstrikes and all that. It's been going on for a while. Now it's Trumpy. He was going to get a peace prize from the priests, Buddhist priests. 10,000 came out to ask for him to get the Nobel Peace Prize for stopping the war. This war's been going on for years. And he did say, hey, look, we're not going to trade with you. We're not going to play this game. But we go along when people want to shoot each other. And he mostly kills civilians. That's what goes on here. They're not, the Cambodians aren't marching towards Bangkok, and the Thais are not marching towards Phnom Penh. I didn't know all these things were going on. Trump has stopped like a whole bunch of wars. Well, why can't we give peace a chance? I'm no peacenik either. I believe in war up to a point. Well, sometimes you gotta go to war. Or go to battle. Let's take all the battle, because wars are never gonna end, but battles come and go. Pelosi warns that we shouldn't try to impeach until we get the House and the Senate and all that stuff. My president, they impeach him so much. Don't they know that God's on his side? Nancy, why somebody impeach you for like stealing with your insider training? Yeah. Oh, I could say nasty words, but I might have children doing this thing. DC pipe bomb. This is the guy. He was a little nutsy, and he don't want to give any attention that the Biden administration had cheated Trumpy out of the 2020 election. So he planted pipe bombs in the Republicans and the Democratic headquarters. Not confused. You don't think he would just do the Democrats, but he did the Republicans too because he blamed the whole system. And maybe there's a point to this. Although we shouldn't take points from guys who are crazy. He was an autistic wackadoo. Not me. Just here. Bernie, Bernie. Not Bernie Madoff, but Bernie Sanders, the commie. And what commie Bernie said that Russia had it good because they had red lines, so obviously you want to feed the people. I could go to get my Wonder Bread, or rye bread. I actually like Wonder Bread, not as much as rye bread, and just get it. But Bernie, he was a millionaire in conflict with billionaires, and he wants to see if billionaires are making profits off of AI. AI. You see this bull? Billionaires contribute to society, you parasitic commie Marxist piece of crap. Bernie. He never held a job in his life. He sold some porn. He ate erotica, as they call it. They don't call it porn, they call it erotica in liberal circles. Bernie never, just like our new Marxist mayor. Oh, that guy never held a job either. He was a rapper, and he lived off his rich parents, professors. That made him a new poverty in his life. And the closest he even came to helping the people was reading Karl Marx El Capital, or whatever the hell it's called. It makes me mad. It makes me mad. Tough nut. A little squirrel got stuck in the garbage. Ross, his little head was getting in the end stuck. It was overweight because of being overfed by people in parks. And about 20 guys from the fire department, or the sanitation department tried to help the squirrel out and did. They're happy ending. It costs a fortune to help these fat squirrels out. But that's humanitarianism. That's what I call it. I got a mouse in my house, a variety, a family. Some of my friends will say, hey, why don't you get a mouse trap and. Then they said, why don't you get the stickiness? And I said, you're not going to make me do stickiness in this house. Screaming mouse like it's a cockroach in the roach motel. So I got that one where you release them into the wild. Then friends said, well, you can't do that because they'll be eaten by other mouse. Mouse eaters, something out in the wild that does that. Well, maybe so, but that's part of nature. That's the circle of life. At least it has a fighting chance. Better fighting chance than I would have if I was released into the wild. Can you imagine me being released into the wild? I can't get past having to see at this point. Dummy major danger? What the hell is this? Dummy major danger. I don't know what I wrote down here. Well, you don't like cops, these communists who are taking over the city. And they are very hostile to us. Without cops, the city runs into the ground. The only thing, they're the new sectarians, or the old sectarians, and they guard us against the chaos of murderous preachers that the liberal dictatorship produces. It does. Drugs, promiscuousness, lack of a family that you got your mommy, daddy, and everybody else with you. That drunk ferret. The government's making what you call it uh, programs. They want to see what happens when you make a ferret drunk. I tell you, I don't know what happens when you make a ferret drunk. What's the difference between a drunk ferret and a sober ferret or a ferret with a hangover? What the hell are you doing with my money? Well, it's not my money. Not my money. Somebody else's money. Because I'm not coming my bank account. There's no ferret money coming out there. They have a variety of things that they do. They get monkeys drunk. You get all the little animals drunk and see how it affects them. Now, you may say, well, Nostrovini, what if you were drinking? What if you were getting ferrets drunk? Well, I might have a different perspective. Because if I was making my income of inebriating monkeys and ferrets. I might have a different person's position on the whole situation. Maybe money has to be spent there. Somebody else is coming in. What the hell is going on here? Huntington illegals owes what's that? Hunter, oh, Hunter's becoming a Democrat now. He's all over the place. Now he's for office. They came for me? Oh, it's for me. I gotta go now, my public. I gotta leave. They're coming for me. They're coming to give me physical therapy. I'll be running around. I'll be on my 2 feet for pretty soon. Okay, here we go. Oh, eek, ouch. Ouchie, ouchie, ouchie. I got a broken spine, but I'm gonna be out of this place. I'm telling you. Goodbye.